Part 47. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 461. The Deep Sea Lord's Bloodline card is actually a weakened version of the Deep Sea Lord's Bloodline card, but the effect should be similar. Fang Fan has obtained one before, and he is looking for an opportunity to integrate it to see if he can improve his realm. Deep Sea Lord Summoning card, this is the first time I've seen it. Fang Fan couldn't help but look at the introduction. Deep Sea Lord Summoning card, after using it, you can summon a 3-star king level Deep Sea Lord to fight for you for 10 minutes. Fang Fan's eyes lit up. This card, not bad. It is equivalent to having a 3-star king level thug. Fang Fan happily put away all the cards. Now prepare to be promoted to 9 stars. The intruder is here. Surround them. How dare you make trouble here on Sea God Island? Where's the Fish Dragon Lord? The Fish Dragon Lord was killed by the invaders. Damn it! How dare you make trouble on our Sea Clan's territory? Kill him! Kill him! Boom boom boom! Clap la la! From all directions, countless shrimp soldiers and crab generals suddenly appeared. All kinds of king-level sea demonized beasts seemed to want no money, rushing towards this side frantically. Fang Fan, who was about to be promoted to the army under his command, saw the scene in front of him, and his face suddenly darkened. He suddenly felt that those king-level ichthyosaurs before were so cute. What kind of crisis are there, big cats and kittens? This sea demonized beast coming from all directions is really terrifying. The island owner is here. Our deep sea overlord is here. Welcome the island owner. Deep sea overlord. Deep sea overlord. Countless shrimp soldiers and crabs will start to scream frantically, only to see a giant wheel suddenly flying over from a distance. From Fang Fan's point of view, this is the giant ship. This huge body is really terrifying. Deep Sea Overlord, Megalodon. Fang Fan opened his mouth, always feeling that the Megalodon in front of him seemed familiar. Now, it's over. Fang Fan. You cheated me so badly. My God. How can I get out of here? Even if I can resist, I'm afraid I'll be dried into patties this time. So many sea demonized beasts, they can swallow me. I shouldn't have listened to you. Why did you come to the Sea God Island with you to look for a giant mine of heavenly jade? The giant mine has not been found, and waves of crises follow. These sea demonized beasts must have been attracted by the bloody aura. There are at least hundreds of king-level marine demonized beasts around here. Let's make a chicken feather. Let's just wipe our necks. The divine envoy Bai Piao sat down directly with a sad expression on his face. What a treasure hunt! This is simply seeking death. Humanity. I feel a familiar aura on you. The gigantic megalodon shark, like a giant wheel, swam slowly, shouted at Fang Fan, and the surrounding sea roared. Don't talk nonsense. Tell me what level this megalodon is. Fang Fan directly grabbed the divine envoy Bai Piao, and now this guy has only this ability left. Hee, what's the use of knowing it? You can't beat it anyway. Bai Piao rolled his eyes, completely in a state of self-abandonment. Do not talk nonsense. Fang Fan stared at Bai Piao. What time is it? Stop chattering. Burning eyebrows. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 462. 5-star King Class. Bai Piao said weakly. Fang Fan's expression changed suddenly. He knew that this gigantic and majestic shark like a giant whale should be very strong, but he didn't expect it was so strong. Beside him, there are 3-star king level ocean demonized beasts. Bai Piao continued to break the news. At this time, this guy should not dare to lie. Fang Fan took a deep breath. He knew very well that what he said should be true. According to the current situation, people can take all these people away with one charge. Just now, in order to slaughter a 3-star king level fish dragon lord, I still need to work hard and spend all kinds of rare cards. But in the face of a 5-star king level invincible megalodon shark, plus 3-star king level powerful marine demonized beasts. Take another look at the hundreds of king level marine demonic beasts around. The situation was gradually fixed. As for the 9-star and 10-star ocean demonized beasts, there are so many. Fang Fan's head is full of black lines, it is impossible to beat him. Escape, it's impossible to escape. Taken together, can it be said that it can only be captured? Fang Fan shook his head silently, and he absolutely did not want to. How can I feel the breath of my son Cassius in you? Have you seen it? It's a 10-star megalodon, it should have gone to your human world. The huge megalodon shark, the deep-sea overlord recognized by these sea demonized beasts, is staring at Fang Fan at the moment, just looking at him like this. Fang Fan's memories gradually began. A 10-star megalodon. Fang Fan pondered silently, if he remembered correctly, the little megalodon that once brought disaster to Dongguo City seems to be in line with what the deep-sea overlord said in front of him. Moreover, after Fang Fan killed the little megalodon, he obtained a cherished deep-sea overlord bloodline card. With that card, Fang Fan broke through to the 8-star realm in one fell swoop. These things, one by one, echoed in Fang Fan's mind. Could it be that the one who killed at that time was the son of this huge giant wheel-like megalodon overlord? Fang Fan secretly speculates in his heart, but in fact he has already guessed it closely. I'm not impressed. Fang Fan said solemnly. At this time, it's too late to hide from these things, so why don't you take the initiative to send it to the door? Fang Fan pouted, he couldn't do such a deadly thing. Oh, I always feel that you have the breath of Cassius. It's okay, you're going to die anyway. You are the first human being who dares to make waves on the sea. You are very human. You actually killed the fish and dragon lord. But you stopped there too. Today, you must die. I need to protect the tranquility of Sea God Island. Roar. Kill. The island owner is invincible. Deep Sea Overlord is invincible. The island owner is invincible. Deep Sea Overlord is invincible. The 5-star king level Deep Sea Overlord Megalodon gave an order, and the little minions around him suddenly became excited. Fang Fan's eyes looked around. The 7 most powerful king level combat powers around him are all stagnant. After the 10-minute burst period of the potential burst card has passed, now they will be in a 10-hour period of weakness. During the weak period, their combat power will be weakened by 90%. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 463. It is conceivable that at this moment, they have no capital to fight at all. Maybe a few 10-star ocean demonized beasts can pick them up. As for the several 10-star legions under Fang Fan's command, there are more than 1,000 9-star demonized beast legions, which are quite majestic. If you take it out, it will definitely be regarded as the first force of mankind. But now, I'm facing hundreds of king-level ocean demonized beasts, and even giants like the 5-star king-level deep-sea overlord Megalodon. With this amount of troops and this configuration, it would be trembling to slaughter a 3-star king-level ichthyosaur lord in its heyday, not to mention that at the moment when the king-level combat power is exhausted, there is simply no capital to fight for it. Lord. I fought with them. You ride the Unicorn King and go first. Lord. May I die for the Lord. Lord. You go first. We will break later. To die in battle for the Lord. It is our honor. Lord. Several heroes, several legion leaders, and even the little golden dragon Aoguan came forward one after another, and said with a serious look. For them, it's not terrible to die on the spot, the terrible thing is that they didn't protect Fang Fan. As long as Fang Fan can escape, even if they die, they will be willing. Fang Fan pursed his lips, saying that it would be a lie if he was not touched at all. This state of mind at this moment seemed extremely real. If I abandon you, I will be destroyed that day. You all stand back for now. It's just a deep sea overlord. It's just a 5-star king level ocean demonized beast, I will fight it with all my strength. Fang Fan silently took out the sea god blessing card. Poseidon's blessing card. Using this card, you will get the blessing of the sea god, immune to all 5-star king level and below sea creatures attacking for 10 minutes, and within 10 minutes, you will exude the sea god's breath. Remarks: this is the supreme god card forged by the power of the sea god. Success or failure, in one fell swoop. Fang Fan silently raised his head, showing his supreme self-confidence. I am the messenger of the sea god. That lowly ichthyosaur dared to be disrespectful to me. He even blocked me from completing the task of the sea god. Killing it is to obey the will of the sea god. Whoever dares to step forward will surely be punished by the sea god. Fang Fan's eyes flickered with domineering light. It was obviously nonsense, but it came out of his mouth with a kind of arrogant aura. Sea god messenger? Ha ha ha, is this human being crazy? Still think our sea clan is easy to fool. Everyone kill him. Save him talking nonsense here. On the side, there was a 1-star king level ocean demonized beast that couldn't hold back a little, and rushed up directly, wanting to kill Fang Fan directly. Galen and others wanted to make a move, but were stopped by Fang Fan. When it comes to acting, it is natural to do a full set. Liza card. Fang Fan threw a thunder orb card directly, and the boundless thunder suddenly descended. Once the lay orb card exploded, it was equivalent to a full strength blow from a 1-star king level existence. What? The 1-star king level ocean demonized beast was not aware of it for a while, and was directly hit by the strength of the Lizuka. It's thunder. This guy can thunder. Is he really going to be the messenger of the sea god? Is he the messenger of the gods? Is this possible? I also think it's impossible, this is obviously a human being. How could the sea god choose a human as his envoy? Divine system of the strongest card supplier in the end times, Doomsday strongest card supplier. Author, Shuyu. Chapter 464. These sea demonized beasts are not stupid, and doubts gradually sounded. Yes. Liars. They all say that humans are tricky. I saw it today, and it really is. Despicable. It's so despicable. Kill this human being. But if he is really the messenger of the sea god, don't we offend the sea god like this? Yeah, then everyone can't get on. A thunderous bombardment obviously made these sea demonized beasts hesitate. It can be seen that they still have a heart of reverence for the sea god. Haha. Where did the sea god's messenger come from? It's clearly nonsense. You dare not kill it? Here comes my demon whale lord. A 3-star king level devil whale lord flew directly towards Fang Fan, and at the same time, several 1-star king level devil whales followed. With such a lineup, the Liza card that can only exert a 1-star king level combat power with all-out strikes is no longer effective. Fang Fan made a decisive decision. I used that sea god blessing card. Ding. Use the sea god blessing card. Get the sea god's blessing and be immune to all 5-star king level and below sea creatures attacking for 10 minutes, and within 10 minutes, the sea god's breath will be emitted from the body. Fang Fan took a deep breath when the sound of the system sounded beside his ears. He only had 10 minutes to pretend. You are only able to open up your spiritual wisdom and become a lord and overlord only because of the gift of the sea god. Today, You dare to attack the sea god's messenger with your mortal body. It's too self-aware. Facing the full-scale attack of the 3-star king-level demon whale, Fang Fan not only did not retreat, but walked forward slowly, as if not afraid or panic at all. Lord! Master, escape! A group of heroes and legion commanders became anxious when they saw Fang Fan's appearance. And Fang Fan continued to walk forward as if he didn't hear it. The attacks of those king-level demon whales fell on him, and he never felt any pain at all. After using the Sea God's Blessing card, within 10 minutes, he is immune to all attacks from the sea demonized beasts below the 5-star king level. Moreover, the whole body will gradually exude the brilliance of the sea god. Attacking him is ineffective. Hi, the Demon Whale Lord's attack is also ineffective. The Demon Whale Lord is a 3-star king level deep sea lord. How is that possible? This human, how can the defense be so high? I see that he is very weak, I can slap him to death. It's so weird, could he really be the messenger of the sea god? My god, this is too scary. If he is really the messenger of the sea god, then we offend him like this. Look at him, he exudes an oceanic breath. So soft. So comfortable. I really want to be close to him. Yeah. How could a human being have such aura manifested? He is clearly the messenger of the sea god. Lord Demon Whale. He was really sent by the sea god, stop attacking. Fang Fan's presence was effective, and gradually there were oceanic demonized beasts on his side. And it's not just 1 or 2 king-level sea demonized beasts, there are many, and it can even be said that most of. Facing the gods, these sea demonized beasts will subconsciously feel respected. Because I haven't seen it before, it's even more mysterious. Lord Demon Whale, step back. The giant megalodon shark slowly swam over and ordered the 3-star king-level devil whale. Divine system of the strongest card supplier in the end times, Doomsday strongest card supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 465. Overlord. There is something wrong with this human being. The demon whale lord shouted unwillingly, just releasing this human is equivalent to releasing a tiger back to the mountain. I killed him myself. The deep sea overlord megalodon flashed a killing light in his eyes, glared at Fang Fan fiercely, and then rushed directly towards Fang Fan. Fang Fan's skin tightened, this is so, a little floating. Just now, the 3-star king-level demon whale lord shot, with the special aura of Sea God's Blessing, Fang Fan can still support it. But now the 5-star king-level deep sea overlord megalodon is rushing. According to the special halo effect of the Sea God's Blessing, within 10 minutes, you can be immune to the attack of the sea monsters below the 5-star king level. But it is not clear whether the package does not include the 5-star king level ocean demonized beast. And in case the 5-star king level megalodon shark breaks through the limit of the 5-star king level with a single blow, Fang Fan will still be cold. Maid, I'm so hard. In order to get some heavenly divine jade, I really fought my life. If this wave can't pass the level, there will be no future. I see AO, hold on. Everyone, all the sea demonized beasts, are staring at Fang Fan and the deep sea overlord megalodon. All want to see this fateful moment. For a group of heroes and legions looking forward to the survival of their lord. And for the sea demonized beasts, they are also looking forward to identifying whether Fang Fan is the so-called sea god envoy. Everything will be revealed. Great sea god, you are not something you can offend. I will report all your actions today to the great sea god. This sea area will completely lose the protection of the sea god. You will all be severely punished by the sea god. Even at the last moment, the force must not be dropped. This is Fang Fan's bottom line for himself. Play it. Must do the whole set. Right now is a very opportune time. Humph. Sea God will not choose a human being to be his messenger. A pretender. Die. The deep sea overlord megalodon snorted, and its huge body slammed directly towards Fang Fan. On the surface, Fang Fan is as stable as an old dog, but he is actually panicking inside. This is a 5-star king level deep sea overlord. Under normal circumstances, when an 8-star awakened like him walks up, he can crush 100 people with a single finger. Fang Fan held his head high, his face fearless. Boom! The attack of the deep sea overlord has arrived. After a violent attack, a sky blue protective shield appeared on Fang Fan's body. Fang Fan rode on the Judgment Unicorn King and never suffered the slightest damage from beginning to end. Everyone, all the sea monsters are stunned. This is a miracle. Their deep sea overlord. The full blow of the 5-star king level deep sea overlord Megalodon did not hurt Fang Fan in the slightest. Even the same 5-star king level deep sea overlord can never achieve this level. His miracle. This is a miracle. This is really the envoy of the sea god. The sea god has given him infinite defensive power. Oh my god. I actually saw the sea god. This is the power of the sea god. Everyone, kneel and worship. You can't attack them. Otherwise, you will be hated by the sea god. You will be abandoned by the sea god. Sea god, we are all your most loyal believers. Great sea god. Give me strength. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 466. One-sided, is Fang Fan's kneeling. The situation has changed in a way. The 5-star king level deep sea overlord Megalodon couldn't help but look confused. Who can stop his attack in the sea area? Even that damn octopus, standing still like this, if he is attacked with all his strength, he will definitely be hit hard. How could it be like this human being in front of me, not even a hair was hurt? If this is not a miracle, what could it be? Are you really the envoy of the sea god? The deep sea overlord Megalodon silently retracted his bloody mouth, and stared straight at Fang Fan with a pair of eyes with a diameter of several meters and a square circle. Hearing the deep sea overlord say this, Fang Fan was really relieved in his heart. Finally, steadfast. It almost got cold. Humph. You question my identity in public, are you questioning the power of the sea god? Once I report this matter to the sea god, all the creatures here will be destroyed. The will of the sea god is unstoppable. That ichthyosaur lord is a precedent. Do you also want to follow in the footsteps of that ichthyosaur lord? One after another, heart-stopping voices came. Fang Fan stood on the adjudication unicorn with a look of extreme force on his face. Lord God Envoy, please forgive my ignorance. I beg you to spare the creatures in the sea area. We did not intend to offend God Envoy. If the great sea god wants to vent his anger, please punish me. They are all innocent. My messenger that Basil has offended, I am willing to bear it with all my strength. At a critical time, this deep sea overlord, the Megalodon, is quite moral, benevolent, and righteous, which can be seen from his various actions. The heroes and legions standing behind were stunned. ICAO, is this okay? This divine envoy, is more watery than mine. These sea demonized beasts, are their brains so funny? So easy to deceive? I don't regret it. I should have come here directly to be a divine envoy. Bai Piao stood behind and sighed, and the vicious eyes of Galen and the others were already staring at him. This guy, is he really dead to the extreme? Is the life too long? I still think these sea monsters don't have ears. Haha, it's a good attitude for you to admit your mistake. Forget it, this time I came with the task of the sea god. If you can help me complete the task of the sea god, it will be considered a crime and meritorious service. We are all believers in the sea god. We are all the people of the sea god. We should understand each other. Fang Fan saw that the heat was almost brewing, and then said again. The words spoken at this time are the most believable. For these marine demonized beasts, they can't be too ruthless. You know what's going on in your family. This sea god blessing card can only last for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, it will be cool or cool. If you really want to turn these sea demonized beasts back and let them break a jar, that would be really cool. It is unrealistic to have them commit suicide now. The biggest purpose of Fang Fan's trip is the Tongtian Divine Jade Giant Mine. As for other things, make way for this one. Thank you for your understanding and kindness. I don't know what mission Lord Envoy brought. As long as we can do it, we must go all out. The Megalodon Basil breathed a sigh of relief, and a relaxed expression gradually appeared on the face of the shark. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 467. At this time, the most important thing is to let the gods calm down the anger. Even if he is as strong as him, when facing the sea god, he still has to uphold infinite awe. Do you have this kind of jade here? Fang Fan thought about it for a while, took out a jade, and compared it with the Megalodon. This jade. Isn't this the milk jade? Megalodon showed a casual expression on a large face. From what he meant, it seemed very clear. You know? Where is this jade? Fang Fan's eyes lit up, seeing what Basil meant. It seemed to be very clear. There are many in my palace. Because it is good looking and strong. So I use it to adorn my magnificent palace and pave the way for the palace. Megalodon recalled for a moment, then nodded and said. Fang Fan's mouth twitched. You are really good at it. This incomparably precious Tongtian jade was actually used by you to decorate the walls, and lay the floors. Seeing that Fang Fan's face was wrong, Basil quickly and cautiously asked. If Lord Envoy needs this kind of jade, I will now order my subordinates to detain it and return it to Lord Envoy. Basil said flatteringly. Fang Fan now sees it as a genuine sea god envoy, but he must not offend him. To offend Fang Fan is to offend the great sea god. Actually, it's not what I need, mainly because the great sea god needs. This kind of jade is actually called Tongtian Divine Jade. If possible, collect all this heavenly divine jade from me. Risk to the great sea god. You will all be blessed by the great sea god. At a critical time, it still depends on whether you are slippery. Can you persuade these sea demonized beasts? Fang Fan is using the name of the sea god. These sea demonized beasts naturally have no reason not to accept it. Don't worry, Lord God. I will go back now and recruit all the sea clan to hand over this heavenly divine jade. Serve the sea god. This is our honor. Sea god. Sea god. Half an hour later, Fang Fan was sitting in the huge palace on Sea God Island. At this moment, the deep-sea overlord Megalodon has shrunk his body, no longer the size of the giant whale before, about 2 or 3 meters high, but it looks quite cute. Waves of Tongtian divine jade were brought up by groups of shrimp soldiers and crab generals, and then stuffed into his pocket by Fang Fan. On the side, Bai Biao's eyes had long since protruded out of jealousy. I'm the real messenger, he's fake. I am the real one. Give me half. Otherwise I'll expose you. The divine envoy Bai Biao had already been devoured by jealous fireworks, and even dared to say such disobedient words. Fang Fan glanced at Bai Biao. Be quiet, or I'll chop you into 8 pieces and feed the fish. Do you think these sea clan believe in me now, or believe in you? Fang Fan stared at Bai Biao. His hands were already unable to hold back. It seemed that whenever Bai Biao moved, Fang Fan was about to take action. Bai Biao looked sad. When did the real divine envoy turn into such a ghost? That's horrible. Just don't be too miserable. On the other hand, Fang Fan, an impostor, looks like a fairy in his gestures. The group of brainless sea demonized beasts all look at Fang Fan with longing. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 468. 110,000. 120,000. 130,000. 140,000. Fang Fan looked at the heavenly jade that was piled up like a mountain in front of him, and the smile on his face became brighter and brighter. But gradually, the smile on Fang Fan's face suddenly stopped. Anything else? Fang Fan looked left and right. This number is not right. Lord God Envoy, there is no more. This is all the milk jade on our sea god island. Except for all the milk jade in my palace, which has been detained, the milk jade collected by other sea clan lords has also been taken over, that's all. Basil, the overlord of the deep sea, opened his shark's mouth and said with a dazed expression. What about the Tongtian divine jade giant mine? Are you sure you have cleaned it up? Impossible. It's impossible to do just that. Fang Fan narrowed his eyes and took a deep breath. Isn't he playing with him? The high-level Tongtianshan map indicates that there should be 300,000 Tongtianshan jade on Sea God Island, but now, there are less than half of them. The place where milk jade is produced has been cleaned up. Basil shook his head, his face full of confusion. Island owner, that octopus came with a group of Sea Clan again, threatening to completely conquer Sea God Island. During the conversation, a king-level crab general came in from the outside, with a panic-stricken look on his face. Damn octopus! It's courting death. Look if I don't kill it. That's right. Lord Envoy, I remembered that there was a time when that damn octopus scurried into Sea God Island and swept away a lot of this milky jade. By the way, there should be so many that were stolen that time. Basil, the overlord of the deep sea, gestured, and then said solemnly. Octopus? Stolen. So. Fang Fan pouted, the so-called being stolen should be just an excuse for the megalodon deep sea overlord in front of him. According to Fang Fan's thoughts, it should have been the octopus that had been attacking Sea God Island and then ransacked it. After a while. That being the case, just find it and come back. Fang Fan nodded secretly. As long as the Tongtian jade was still there would be no problem. Sudden loss of hundreds of thousands of heavenly divine jade, he can't afford to hurt. Follow your orders, Lord God. Fang Fan led a group of heroes and legions out of the pitted deep sea overlord palace, and then glanced at the endless sea. On the vast sponge, a sturdy octopus beast is particularly eye-catching. Standing at the angle of Fang Fan, separated by hundreds of meters, and raised his head, he could barely see the top of his head. At least a few hundred meters tall. A shot swept over directly, and could directly attack creatures within a few kilometers. Damn octopus! This emperor is not looking for you. How dare you come to my sea god island to make trouble? Roar! The body of the deep sea overlord megalodon suddenly swelled up, and in terms of size, it was able to compete with that octopus beast. Ha ha! Basil! You are old. It's time to give up your seat. Let go of Sea God Island, and this emperor will spare you. The octopus beast is not afraid of the deep sea overlord megalodon at all, because it is also a deep sea overlord itself. Humph! Arrogant and ignorant guy. Our feud will not be counted today. Looking at the sea god's envoy. How dare you be so rude? Basil gradually pushed Fang Fan out, his face showing endless reverence. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 469. The envoy of the sea god asks you to hand over the milk jade that you once stole from our sea god island. Hurry up and get the milk jade. Otherwise, the task assigned by the sea god will be delayed, and you will surely die. Roar! Basil shouted triumphantly, with Fang Fan, the sea god envoy backing him. Basil instantly felt that his waist became stiff. Sea god envoy. Humanity. Ha ha ha. I'm dying of laughter. Basil. You're really going back as you live. Using a human to disguise the sea god's envoy. Ha 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 ha, no, 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 you are really old. And now you have become so stupid. It is a great misfortune to have an overlord like you on Sea God Island. The claws on the octopus beast danced wildly in excitement, and the merciless ridicule came. In fact, it was the biggest insult to Basil. Roar! How dare you laugh at this emperor? Master God is in front. How dare you be so rude? Basil let out an angry roar. Seeing the two deep-sea overlords yelling at each other, Fang Fan's heart at the moment also mentioned his throat. So exciting. Two 5-star king level deep-sea overlords fighting, he is in the middle, so panic. If these two work, any aftermath can kill him. I am the envoy of the sea god. By the order of the sea god, search for the heavenly jade. If you and the other sea clan do not cooperate, they will be punished and killed by the sea god. Fang Fan rode the ruling unicorn king and flew into the sky. Right now, don't panic. But if you panic a little, things will come to you. Fang Fan secretly gestured to each other's fighting strength. Since that octopus dared to challenge Basil the Megalodon, it was obvious that the two had similar combat strength. Fang Fan's biggest support now is Basil. Now Basil still has no doubts about his status as the sea god's envoy. But because I had a sea god blessing card before, I was able to fool Basil the Megalodon. But now that octopus beast is obviously not very interested in him. At this time, if this octopus has the absolute upper hand, then his status as a divine envoy will be self-defeating. It must be killed. Get rid of it early. Kill a 5-star king level deep sea overlord. Hiss. Fang Fan's gaze couldn't help but look at another deep sea overlord, Basil the Megalodon. The brave sea warrior Basil. The great sea god will give you strength. Please obey the will of the sea god and kill the treason who blasphemed the sea god in front of you. Fang Fan pretended to give orders to Basil, the Megalodon. Let them fight first, the rest will come later. Great sea god. Respected sea god envoy. Basil obeys your call. Basil will completely eradicate the rebellion of the sea clan in front of you. Fighting for the sea god. It's my Basil's honor. The Megalodon Basil heard Fang Fan's voice, as if he had been beaten with chicken blood, and seemed particularly excited. The order of the god of the sea. Who dares not obey? Roar. Octopus. The rebellion of the sea clan. Go to hell. The body of the Megalodon jumped directly over, entangled with the octopus beast. As soon as the battle was fierce, it was a complete fight to the death. Damn. Basil. You are crazy. You are dying. You were actually bewitched by a human race. You idiot. Divine system of the strongest card supplier in the end times, Doomsday strongest card supplier. Author, Shu. Chapter 470. Octopus Beast continued speaking while shaking its huge head. Where did the sea god messenger come from? How could the sea god choose a human being as his messenger? You stupid bastard. What? The octopus beast yelled a few times angrily, but Basil, the Megalodon, obviously couldn't listen to the octopus beast's words. As soon as you get together, it's a battle to the death. Fight to the death. Fight to the end. If nothing else, this belief must naturally be upheld. The two 5-star king level deep sea overlords fought fiercely together, causing a storm of turbulent waves. Within 10 miles of the surrounding area, marine demonized beasts below the king level did not dare to intervene. Fang Fan was also able to pretend to the end because of the desperate guards of king level heroes such as Galen. It's not the way to fight like this. I made a fool of Basil and said that the sea god gave it power, but until now, this power has not been shown at all. If the Megalodon Basil is defeated in the end, it will be even more embarrassing. I'm afraid I'm going to be the end of the fake angel. Fang Fan opened his mouth, his face full of helplessness. King-level demonized beast imprisonment card. When I killed those king-level fish and dragons before, I used a total of 3 cards, and there are 8 remaining. This king-level demonized beast imprisoning card can imprison demonized beasts below the 5-star king level. Of course, including the 5-star king level ocean demonized beast. This is an opportunity that must be controlled. Fang Fan narrowed his eyes, and his eyes flickered with brilliance. Basil. Seize the opportunity. This envoy will use the divine power of the sea god to imprison him. Fang Fan rode the ruling Unicorn King and continued to lift off. He first put on a wave of coercion, and then used the King-class demonized beast prison card directly on the 5-star King-class octopus beast. Roar. Ah, let me go. Let me go. The octopus beast that was suddenly imprisoned suddenly panicked, and the 8 octopus hands began to dance frantically, but obviously, no matter how it danced, the ending would be the same. Roar. Dare to offend the sea god and the divine envoy, that's how it ends. Go to hell. The Megalodon shark Basil jumped up from the sea, and a pair of sharp teeth directly bit the neck of the octopus beast. Stab. Click. Blood spurted out, and blood stained the entire sea. This level of battle is a fine line. And the octopus beast was imprisoned by the captive card for 3 seconds, and these 3 seconds were the 3 seconds that determined the fate. The Megalodon shark Basil, who was already ready, became more and more fierce, and directly devoured the octopus beast all over his body. Woo, whoo. Basil, you're stupid. You were deceived by humans, human beings. You shouldn't kill me now. You should kill that human. Octopaimon let out a feeble cry, trying to escape. This is the great sea god punishing your arrogance and rudeness. Apart from the boundless power of the sea god, who else can imprison you directly? In this world, there is the existence of the sea god. He has been watching us and protecting our loyal believers and people. You're so rebellious, damn it. End it completely. The Megalodon shark Basil directly bullied forward, and his sharp teeth gnawed several times, completely killing this 5-star king level deep sea overlord octopus.